A big thank you to all who have donated to the Fabulous 103 Fund for those in need here. This morning saw the total donated standing at 265,000 baht. Huge amounts and great effort. However, most of the money is already spent on stock, most of which has been handed out. And today we'll see numerous groups collecting too, which will leave our stores needing a refill soon, and there's more at the end of this bulletin on how you can make a difference. The weekend saw the number of new COVID cases rise by 68 and reports of one further death, this time a 48-year-old Thai man who contracted the virus along with 4 other family members. Any easing of restrictions or continuance of them will be announced in the next few days. This is the end of the month and the initial deadline approaches. Don't expect things to go back to normal though, as the concern of a second and more vicious epidemic coming from outside the country is likely to see border closings continued. This as COVID-19 infections and fatalities continue to rise around the world. Food lines for free food and water across the nation are swelling. In Pattaya on Sunday, lines in some cases filled both sides of the road, stretching to thousands, all well managed and doing their best to be socially distant, and all assisted by police or other authorities who made sure that everything was handled safely. A serious problem at the moment is heat or sunstroke, which creeps up much without warning, and those giving out food may consider a water supply earlier in a large queue as opposed to giving it out at the same station as the food. Itchy feet combined with an increase in keyboard warriors has seen many flaunting the bans on social gathering and going to the beaches too. Some soys in Pattaya, such as 13-2 and 3 off Beach Road, actually had elderly COVIDiots sitting outside open businesses drinking what appeared to be tea. This despite their age putting them in the vulnerable bracket. Despite the warning of huge fines and in the case of foreigners the promise of deportation, there are still COVIDiots ignoring the bans. And on the beaches, authorities used drones and police teams to clear gatherings and couples who decided it was okay for them to sit out there, again ignoring the warnings. Many were fined over the weekend, and some roads that only go to the beaches have been firmly closed in the Jomtien area too. Complacency then is creeping in, with Thais and non-Thais alike, many believing that because the number of sick are low, it's okay to break the law, which in many cases has been directly responsible for the low count. Others are expecting airports to open to tourists soon, most from countries where COVID is still a toxic epidemic. That's unlikely to happen soon too. What about the rich in Thailand? Well, CP Group owners, some of the richest in the nation, have spent over 100 million baht to build a factory making 100,000 free surgical masks per day for health workers. And several other well-off families have donated too expensive equipment for the treatment of COVID-19, such as ventilators and negative pressure isolation rooms. Since we launched the appeal for donations that supply food and water in bulk to those who are doing the real work by preparing meals and grocery bags for those who've been left poor in the region, the response has been amazing, but the money's going out as fast as it comes in. There are several ways that you can donate to our appeal for food funding for this region. The weekend saw us stock up on eggs, noodles, tinned goods and milk cartons for children, along with a new order for a ton more of rice and more water too. Any amount is welcome, and it's easy. You can use your debit or credit cards or PayPal. To be a part of the solution, simply visit gogetfunding.com, that's gogetfunding.com, and search for Fabulous 103. There you'll find our story, photographs, and a chance to donate and make a difference. And if you're giving food away, contact us as well. Simply send us a message and we'll arrange for you to collect supplies to keep you going. It's that simple. And with the reminder that many non-Thais are doing their level best to help those Thais in need, and they're all people who do shower and wash frequently, and mitts, masks and meters, wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing, we have the Met Office promising highs today of 34 degrees dropping down to 26 and a good chance of rain at any time. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.